Oh, shoot. What day is it? So, yeah, did Hannah, I'm sorry. Did this girl tell us that she never put her finger on the trigger? She never put her finger on the trigger because, they taught her that in gun class. They say you can pull your gun, and not intend to use it. Just, have your hand on the bar area, your finger, your hand. Just don't put your finger on the trigger till you're ready to use it. That's all. And I guess when you're done using it for intimidation and threats, you could just tuck it away safely and nobody gets hurt. We can do that with guns because that makes sense. Okay, well, we know that's all BS, but that's what the girl said. She pulled a gun out. She never intended on using it. Well, if you have your gun out, you're using it, right? If you're not going to shoot it, you're using it to what? Make the other person scared? So that's still using it. You made it a threat. The fact that they think that this girl can claim self-defense against someone she attacked and she pulled a gun on is insane. But, in this white man's world, that's how this go. Okay, that's how this go. However, we wake up and the prosecution team said, "Oh, you thought I was slipping? Huh? Baby, you a munch." We gonna play this interrogation. I was wondering where the tape was. Here it is, child. She said her finger was on the trigger, but she felt like it was him that pulled it. I don't know how that works, but you can hear it from her own mouth.
Okay, so he's pulling the trigger. You're in the trigger. His hand is in the trigger guard? His hand is in the trigger guard, yeah. Okay. And the specific reason why I bought the one that I bought was because it had the double safety mechanism. Right. So I wasn't too worried, I guess, because I didn't have my hand on that. Okay. Back, I could tell. Okay. So he's pulling at it, and that's when he's going like this, and he's turning it. Turning away from himself. Yeah, and he's trying to, and that's when he grabs it. My fingers and his fingers were both in it, and he's trying to pull it, and that's when I pulled I'm trying to pull my hand out, but I'm not trying to leave the gun there, obviously. Right. So he was pulling it and turning it, and that's when I was able to kind of just like yank it back towards him, and he had it like.
Okay, that don't none of this sound believable to me, but let's just say what she's saying is accurate. Girl, you had a gun with your finger on the trigger, pointing at this man. You was holding a gun, pointing it at this man. And there's no justifying that. None whatsoever. You mean to tell me this man don't have a right to fight for his life? This is crazy. This is absolute. And all that she was saying in this video before, so he was doing all these WWE moves, 62 years old, sitting in his car. Girl, okay. We just...
Yeah, just shoot me. And that's when he lunged. He still had a hold of my hand right here. With the gun? Okay. My hand. And he lunged, and that's when... Okay. Have you made the E pull the trigger? Do you make the E pull the trigger?
Hold on. He lunged at you. Okay, hold on. Wait. Let's get this right. He's sitting in his truck. You standing over him. You got the gun pointed at him, and y'all allegedly wrestling over the gun. So he had the gun that was pointed at him in his hands, and it was in your hands, and he lunged, and that's when it went off.
But I'm not trying to leave the gun there, obviously. Right. So he was pulling it and turning it, and that's when I was able to kind of just like yank it back towards him, and he had it like this. And he's like, yeah, just shoot me. And that's when he lunged. He still had a hold of my hand right here. With the gun? My hand. And he lunged, and that's when... Okay. double safety mechanism, so that's why I specifically did not have my finger
Y'all hear
on the
this?
trigger. Okay. Now, when I pulled it back around, after he was, tugging at me and he lunged, he still had his hand on it, and I had my hand in on it. Okay. But it was more so of a matter of force.
Okay.
Instead of me
all right.
pulling the trigger.
Wait, no, I want y'all to hear this clearly now, because this don't make no sense. But she said it was more so of her force. Now, again, let's do this again for the slow people in the back. She's standing over him. He's in his truck, sitting down in the driver's seat. She got the gun pointed towards him, and she's saying they were struggling over the gun. And she said he came out with his right hand, right? Okay, so he's already reaching across his body. This fool want us to believe that this man pulled the trigger on himself. He lunged at her. His right hand come across his body to grab her gun. And he lunged at her. And that's how he shot himself? But before he did all that, he was holding the gun towards himself saying, yeah, just shoot me. Okay, he was ready to die. He was Biggie Smalls that day.
So he was pulling it and turning it, and that's when I was able to kind of just yank it back towards him, and he had it like this. And he's like, yeah, just shoot me. And that's when he lunged. He still had it holding my hand right here. With the gun? Yeah, I got my hand, and he lunged, and that's when. Okay. Do you think that he pulled the trigger, or do you think that he pulled the trigger? What I told them originally was that I felt like he did. Because I did not have my finger. I know about the double safety mechanism, so that's why I specifically did not have my finger on the trigger. Okay. Now, when I pulled it back around, after he was, tugging at me and he lunged, he still had his hand on it, and I had my hand in on it. Okay. But it was more so of a matter of force. Instead of me saying, okay, I'm going to pull the trigger. When you're talking about the double safety, I'm not familiar with what kind of safety you got. Springfield and SD, okay. And when you're talking about it, is it like a double trigger, there's a trigger, and then another trigger, and then you have to pull them both back in order to, okay. And then also, back of the handle, there's also like a switch, safety switch.
Done. Okay, and I'm going to show y'all how. I'll be back. Okay? I'll be motherfucking back, bitch.